bring up another funny comedian right now. His name is Brorby. Come on up to the stage right now, Brorby. He's gonna say some funny stuff for you guys.
Give it up for Parker, huh? Fill in the host, always fun to do. Well, yeah, thanks for leaving your house, guys. We're very proud of you. It's impressive. Especially it's pretty late for some of you. You're probably in bed an hour ago. But, yeah, I'm sure a lot of you know me from the theater. I run the theater in town here. I've worked there since 2008. I know a lot of you are pretty impressed. Holding a job for like a year for most of you is pretty fucking hard, so. But yeah, you know, I've worked at a theater for so long, I feel like I run an unregistered daycare for all of you with your children. Like, it's like a train station. They're just stopping by randomly during the day, feral kids just using my bathroom, wants free water cups. That's a quarter, okay? But yeah, you know, work at the theater, we, you know, we have patience, but there's a couple things that just kind of drive us a little crazy. And top one is, most of you have probably been in the theater, but a small town, you know, usually you're working solo most of the time, so you could stand in line for like 10 minutes sometime. And then you get to the front of the line, and then you're up there with your kids, you're like, hey, what do you guys want? And you're all like, like, what the fuck were you just thinking this whole time you were in line? Like, you're a kid. Like, you should be thinking about what candy you want, you want soda, but like, literally, like, you just have no clue, deer in the headlights, like. And, yeah, once you guys sit down in your chairs at the theater, you become the laziest people in the world. Like, there could be a fire and you probably still wouldn't move, like. But, we have, everything's automated now at the theater. Every week I set everything so the lights turn off by themselves, the movie starts, bulb turns on, etc. But we have cleaning lights downstairs to turn the floodlights on because you guys destroy the theater for some reason after you watch a movie. I don't know what your couches look like at home. But, sometimes, you know, it's busy, I'm by myself, I'll forget to turn the lights off sometime, and 30 minutes could go by, I go upstairs, I see the lights on. It's like, one of you couldn't get up and be like, hey, lights are on. But one of the funniest ones I can think of, last winter we had the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie at the theater, and super busy, and a guy came out before the movie started to get a refill, and he wasn't complaining, but he was like, oh yeah, the lights are still on. I was just wondering if it's supposed to be like that. So I was like, oh no, I went and put them off. And next day I check our work email, and there's an email in there. I check it, and it's like, yeah, I was just wondering why the lights are on in Sonic 3 still. So this guy, instead of just getting up, walking out to tell us the lights are on, he took his phone out, went to our website, went to the Contact Us tab, found our email, copied the email, opened his email tab, typed up an email, and sent the email. It sounds so much easier than just coming out and telling us. But yeah, the other thing, ladies kind of think the men's bathroom is like the nastiest place in the world, but from my experience, the ladies is usually the one destroyed. Like, this isn't TJ Maxx, come on. Ladies, you probably know what I'm talking about. I've been informed that the TJ Maxx women's bathroom is destroyed, like, all the time. Clearly you're going to Starbucks before you go shopping. But men, you're not coming off scot-free here. Like, when you're going to the bathroom and, like, you're just shedding pubes all over the like, it's time for some manscaping. Like, holy shit, I can't even imagine. And then moms, I'm sure you can agree with this, your son's aim is just not the best. Like, sticky floor, like if your bat's not long enough, move closer to the base, you know, like. But something really cool we have at the theater, we actually have to or we can get sued. We have headphones, assisted hearing headphones, so people who can't hear very well. But it also has another setting for blind people. And so it will describe the whole movie. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I have a couple blind people who come in because we have it. And I tried it out the first couple times and it was just not impressive. It'd be like, alien walks in the room. There could be like 30-second gaps of audio. And then I thought, I gotta try this for a raunchy rated R movie. And we had this movie called Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. None of you probably saw it. It bombed, but there's this scene where they're running out of this house and they're out the second room and they see a trampoline, so they're all jumping out the window. And the last kid is about to jump out and this zombie's grabbing him. And it's an old man zombie. And he's wearing his bathrobe and that's it. Completely naked underneath. And the kid just grabs wherever he can so he doesn't fall out the window. He ends up grabbing the old man's penis. And yeah, it's like a rope. And that's the scene. So I was like, I gotta check this out on the description. So I throw it on there during a movie, and the description is, as the boy falls out the window, he grabs the man's veiny penis as it stretches like Laffy Taffy. It went from the least descriptive story to the most graphic porno ever. Speaking of porno, since you brought it up, let's see here. Any of you go to the movies during the 70s here? A couple of you are alive, it looks like. But they used to show pornos here at the theater in town. So a guy who used to work at the theater, he worked there for like 35 years, and he told me a story how he wasn't old enough, but his brother was, so he snuck into a porno with him, and the story, that's the most important thing of those the story, was a Cinderella spoof. So instead of them going to a giant ball, it was a huge orgy. Yeah. And instead of the glass slipper being the perfect fit, it was perfect. But can you just imagine going to a porno and then the lights turn on and then you're just like, oh, there's the guy from Hugo's. Hey, there's my social studies teacher. Next day you're getting meat. He's like slicing the meat and he's like, so, what'd you think of the movie last night? Yeah, a little too much bush, but Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but theater's my second job. I have a full-time job. I produce all of Rydell's video for the store. And then I run my own video business. I produce commercials, I shoot weddings, film lots of live events and stuff. Filmed a wedding last night. These two guys back there were fucking hammered at it. Honky. And, but yeah, actually, I have another job a lot of people don't know about. It's returning packages for my fiance. And it's not just going to the Napa, because I can't bring them to Bremer anymore. But like, I have to go bring them to the physical stores, and most of the stuff I return are clothes. So what's the thing they always ask you when you return something? Yeah, what's wrong with it? Somehow it's usually like, oh, it just didn't really fit me that well. She didn't think that was funny. But yeah, me and my fiance, we don't have kids, but we got a bunch of pets. Anyone have pets here? Yeah. Yeah, we got some dogs, we got some cats. And I honestly think my pets have a better health coverage than I do. Like, anything happens, I'm just like, oh no, did I go to the ER vet? But last winter, my one cat, Fluffy, he had blood in his diarrhea, which the diarrhea is bad enough. Blood in it, it's like, oh shit. So I was freaking out, but I just thought to myself, if this happened to me, I'd just write it off and be like, that's from the Cajun chicken I ate last night. But yeah, who's got dogs in here? Who cleans the dog shit in the wintertime? I've got 3 dogs, and 2 of them think those are treats, so I think you can come on in. Come on in. You got the beers. But yeah, just clean the dog shit. You don't want a fucking mud pie river of shit in your yard in the spring. I've seen it. But yeah, I was born in 1990. Anyone go to school in the 90s here? Yeah, I got a couple youngins here with me. But yeah, after you grow up, you kind of realize everything we learned in public school was just bullshit, really. Like, it was just daycare, really, I think. Like, who remembers the food pyramid?
Yeah.
You know, they got rid of that in 2014. Because what was the most important thing on the food pyramid? Yeah, grain, pasta, like, yeah. I think we can all agree. I don't think that's working out for you. But, yeah, they got rid of it. Now it's called My Plate. It's like a plate, and it's 4 parts. And, yeah, and then in kindergarten, I think it's a national thing. Did anyone learn how to square dance here in kindergarten? Like, how many times have we done that since kindergarten? Yeah, 0. And then after we figured out square dancing, they were like, okay, next one, the Macarena. I learned the Macarena at Lincoln School, I remember it. I was like, what are we doing here? It's weird. And then, yeah, after we got our groove on, they were like, we need to teach these kids instruments now. Let's teach them the most worthless instrument in the world. The recorder. I'll play some hot cross buns, baby.
Yeah.
And then you really, if you play Star Wars on the recorder, I'm impressed. You really knew if your family was kind of low on the economic scale when it was recorder season and you had to use the communal bucket of recorders. They were like looking to see the nasty trolls slobbering all over them. Like, oh gosh, I'm not getting that one. And then other countries, they'll really see how terrible our system is here in America when you tell them about box tops. You guys remember box tops? I think they still do them. It's probably digital. NFTs or shit or something now, but yeah, it's like it's on the worst food for you in the store. You go cut the cardboard off, bring them to school, and then they ship them to the governor, and then maybe your teacher has some pencils and markers for you. Like, just pathetic. It's like you tell that to someone from Europe, and they're like, yeah, that's almost as funny as people saying you pay to take an ambulance to the hospital. Like, they really think that's like fake that we do. It's like, yeah, that's why my friend is broke. He took an ambulance ride in the cities. He regretted that. In Minnesota, they probably don't have this because, you know, it's upper level knowledge, but I grew up in Las Vegas when I was younger, and
Fuck you, you already strode in on.
But have any of you heard of the GATE program? GATE? It's like the Gifted and Talented Education Program. And like, it's apparently it's a conspiracy if you look it up, GATE program. And they took me out of class one day and like showed me these pictures and tell them what I'm thinking. They're different shapes and shit. And then I guess I made the GATE program. So I'm thinking I'm gonna learn advanced learning and stuff. They took me out of class for a period, and I was the librarian. Like, I literally was just there for the librarian's open hour. It's like, what the fuck is this? The other thing I think is kind of weird is they need to kind of cut the multiple graduations. Like, my cousin's kid had a kindergarten graduation. It's like, what are we celebrating here? We just basically got to just show up to kindergarten. I always thought assemblies were weird at school, especially in Crookston, because I've told people about our assemblies we've had growing up, and they all were like, what are you guys doing? When I was in, you guys remember when we got Walmart in town?
Yeah.
Me and my friends went there all the time, just hooligans. And they got, when I was in high school, Barack Obama was president, and they had president masks there. And I had to get a Barack Obama mask. And somehow my friend's mom found out I had, and she was the principal at Washington School. And she called me and was like, hey, we're doing a thing for president, and we were going to see if you wanted to come and be Barack Obama. I heard you have a mask of his. I was thinking, why couldn't you just have someone like borrow my mask? But she told me I'd get out of school early, so I was like, well, this sounds like a good idea, so I wore my nicest shirt, wore my khakis, and I'm out there with my Obama mask on, and they're talking to the kids, and then the special surprise, here's the President of the United States! And I walk in, kids just lose their shit. Like, I'm shaking hands, kissing babies, the whole 9 yards. And it was wild. And, I mean, this was in like 2008, so I don't know if any of you were in first grade at that point, but I'm sorry, you did not meet Barack Obama that day. But also in high school, we had these Christian bodybuilders come to school. Does anyone remember this?
Yes.
Do you remember this?
I remember it. They broke the baseball bats over their knees.
Yeah, they come in here, you can tell they're Christians, they're roided out, and they're ripping phone books, and then they're bursting pop cans, like full soda cans. Like, I don't know what their message was, but the main thing I remember, while they were bursting soda cans, there was this girl in the school with us, and no jokes, she was like, paralyzed, like a wheelchair person, and they're just bursting cans, and she's in like the 5th row, and just half a pop can comes and just drills her in the face. I don't think her helper saw it or anything. She can't react. Holy shit. And then she stood. No, I'm just kidding. But the most fucked up assembly we ever had was the week of prom. And I've never heard of this in my life. Apparently it is a thing. But it was the week of prom. We go into an assembly, and it was a stage funeral. Have any of you heard of this? It was like a staged funeral. It was literally, their parents were there. They were acting like their daughter died in a car accident and stuff. And it's just like, it was pretty traumatizing, to be honest. Like, we knew it wasn't real, but we were still like, I've never heard of this in my life. It's a holiday season. You guys ready for Christmas? Christmas time's fun. We had our free Christmas movie with Santa at the theater today. That was fun. Every kid got a toy at the free movie today, so that was pretty fun. And, yeah, the kids were happy. Santa's awesome. And, anyone could be Santa, right? I think so. But, Kris Kringle, he could come down your chimney. But I think we all can agree, no one's really going to react that great to Kris Kringle coming down their chimney. Who I'm talking about, right? Like Black Santa. I love it. He probably brings some dope toys, but we know how Karen is reacting if Black Santa's in her living room. She's calling the cops. People in the Middle East have it pretty easy. They can call a 1-800 helpline with zero frustration. Probably like a cousin or something. do we all kind of judge those like middle-aged adults riding BMX bikes around? Sorry. Do a tail whip. You can't do a tail whip. You know, like, you can't really play news channels at any business nowadays without pissing people off. But one restaurant has figured it out. Culver's. Weather Channel, 24/7. You ain't pissing Carl off with the Weather Channel. You're gonna find that one guy, they're controlling the weather, those bastards. Yeah, as I told you, I run my own video business. You know, they have all these different aspect ratios, all these different ways you have to film nowadays, but I never film in 3K. That's, you know, very racist. You guys like board games here? Anyone play the board games nowadays? A really hard board game to play these days is Guess Who? Is it a boy? Whoa, what's not assuming? It's gotta be like, do they go by they, them, he, him? I don't even know. They gotta make a new version of Guess Who, a non-binary. It's all yellow emojis. Yeah, I got a question for the old people here. What's up with that Kleenex box in the back window of your car? Most inconvenient place for it to be, really. Like, you ain't reaching for it. If you are, pulling your license. I'm also kind of glad that the hanky is kind of like phased out. Snot rocket right in your pocket. You know, the hanky originated to be for gentlemen to have to wipe the ladies' tears. It's like, ooh, yummy. You should have 2 hankies on you if you're a hanky man, really. Think about it. Yeah, another thing, you know, sometimes just to show off when I see like that old person walking in Walmart, I like to just run in. Anyone like to travel here? Airports? Flying on airplanes? Anyone do this? Have you ever kind of been like, airport terminals have turned into malls? Like, they have tons of stores inside of there. It's like, I spend all my money already. I'm not buying anything anymore. And the one store that makes the most sense is the luggage store inside the airport terminal. Like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I picked my buddy up, we were going to Vegas, and he just had all this shit in his hands. I was like, where's your bag? And he's like, oh, I'm just going to buy one there. It's easier this way. We're going through TSA, just like 3,000 items. Beep, beep. Yeah, these are jokes. So we we got any Jeep owners here? Anyone drive Jeep in here? Because you guys started this, and I mean it's even worse when you don't own a Jeep. If you have like a Hyundai Sonata in your Jeep, it's even more pathetic. But the ducks on the dash. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I like you still, but you know, I make movies and stuff. And my mind's kind of fucked. But I sometimes think, like, I just envision, I don't want this to happen, but like them crashing and the cars like flipping and the ducks are just like flying all over inside the cab and shit, squeaking. I don't want that to happen. It's just not. But yeah, Facebook's kind of funny nowadays. It's kind of like the new nursing home for our grandparents, I think. But yeah, it's kind of gone wild. You know, we're off at bad places when people are slinging food plates on Facebook. Like, I'm not gonna buy your tacos. I've seen the background of your kitchen on your selfies. Oh my god. But yeah, also people are just posting on Facebook, I need a babysitter. Someone watch my 3 and 5-year-old. You're just putting out for the whole ether of Facebook. We don't even know these people. and you're just like, DM me. I need to get out of the house. But does anyone use DoorDash here? I know we don't have it in town here, but yeah, DoorDash has gotten insane. It is literally making people go bankrupt. They're spending so much money on DoorDash, and DoorDash is shitty as it is, but you can. Does anyone know what Klarna is? So Klarna is like built into every website now, and you can basically make 4 payments for your jeans and your shoes and stuff. But now they have Klarna built into DoorDash. You can make 4 payments for your Applebee's order. Like, if you can't afford your Applebee's now, just make a grilled cheese sandwich or something. Like. And is anyone on the rants and raves of Grand Forks on Facebook? You gotta join that. It is just hilarious to see how miserable some people's lives are. But the best one I've seen lately was this girl who was complaining about her DoorDash order. It looked nothing like the picture on the site. And it was for a hot dog. She DoorDashed a hot dog. And she was like, it looked nothing like the picture. And it was from MLB Bites in Grand Forks. Ever heard of that place? It's because it's a ghost kitchen restaurant. It's a hot dog from IHOP.
Is it fake?
It's a real hot dog from IHOP, so probably. But yeah, my parents used to go on vacation all the time when I was a kid, and I always thought it was a dick move. They'd give me a present and it would always be like, they went to Hawaii once, and it was a t-shirt that said, Hawaii. So I was like, oh, how thoughtful. So then I'm going to wear it. I wear it out in public, then people are like, oh, Hawaii, nice, how was it? And I'm like, oh, I didn't go to Hawaii. My parents went to Hawaii, actually. They got me this shirt that says Hawaii. I stayed at home with my grandma. Yeah, you know what's funny? I like how, like, I can get pulled over for not wearing my seatbelt in town, but then the Domino's guy drives around with half his car missing. Get that pizza insurance. He crashes. The pie's going through the windshield. You know, it's kind of funny how you can be doing similar things, and people's thought on you is totally different. You know, you see like, your neighbor snowblowing late at night. You're like, that guy's a go-getter, hard-working guy. You see your neighbor mowing his lawn late at night. You're like, that guy's a crackhead. Yeah, they say you're supposed to heal. You're supposed to talk about things. And yeah, when I was in junior high, I saw a rat commit suicide. Yeah, when I was growing up, I used to sell fireworks, which probably doesn't surprise any of you. But yeah, I'd always bring a bunch home afterwards. And one day, my friend during the day was like, "Oh, let's light some." We were lighting artillery shells. You know, it's when you put them in the tube and they go up and stuff. And he's like, "Let's put it on the ground, see what it looks like." So I'm sure you can imagine it looks very stupid. But and this was the summer we had a huge drought too. So we lit it, walked away, turned around, and we started the little field fire. So we tried to put it out. And I was like, I'm gonna go get water. And I ran to go get water. As my friends walked in the house, I assumed they put it out. They were like, "Oh, we didn't put it out." So we rushed back out there, and we find a piece of wood to smother the fire. Pretty smart, actually, for 8 years, I think. But before we smothered it, we saw this master splinter rat walking right next to the fire. And we were like, holy shit, look at that rat. And then the rat looked at the fire, looked away, then just jumped into the fire, just roasted. Traumatizing. You know, I'm sure all of you think commercials usually are pretty far-fetched, huh? Like, you're like, oh, this is so fake. But the one that's the most far-fetched is the husband, wife buying their significant other a surprise car for Christmas. If I did that, my fiance would fucking freak out. I can't even buy a pair of shoes online without her telling me, I can't find the cheapest price or whatever. So like, you buy a car without them consulting what they wanted, like that's just not ever gonna go over well. Does anyone like horror movies here? Scary movies? Yeah, I've thought I was watching the newest Conjuring or whatever, and it made me think this would be kind of funny during like a new Halloween movie. The scene starts with like Michael Myers like eating a sandwich. He's like, and all of a sudden he sees like a teen girl walk by, and he's like, God damn it, is my lunch break? Like on Bad Santa, he's like, I want my a lot of you probably don't pay attention to this, but have any of you heard, Warner Brothers, the movie studio? Did you hear that they got bought? Yeah, they got bought by Netflix for $90 billion. But don't share your password with grandma, you fucking bastard. They need your money. See, I obviously am concerned because, who knows what they'll end up doing with Warner Brother titles. They claim they're going to keep putting them in theaters and whatnot, but now Paramount is trying to outbid them and take over Warner Brothers, which is actually maybe just as bad, if not worse, because they have funding from Saudi Arabia and David Kushner. I don't know if you know who those people are, but it's like you're losing all these studios to all these giant corporations. Why do you think everything sucks now? Like, they don't want to risk anything because they want to make for sure money. And yeah, I know a lot of you probably don't care about it, but think your Netflix is already $20. How much is it going to cost when they integrate HBO Max in with your Netflix? It's going to be like $40 a month or something. And, I mean, clearly something was working before, because why do you think you see Kevin Hart in like 38 commercials every day for a cell phone, for shorts, for insurance? Like, it's like clearly they're not making any money anymore from their movie contract. So yeah, so coming to see movies in the theater, how about stop streaming them? That'd be nice. Sound like an old geezer now. But this I've never done this. I think this is a generational thing. Let's see who does this. Does anyone mail in their own mailbox here? You know you can do that? I don't do it. I literally fucking go to the post office and put it, like, you can like put a thing in there and you flip the little red thing up and it takes it, I guess. We should all try it. The mailman's probably be pissed. He's like, what the fuck? Why is everyone mailing shit now? This is my last joke, and then we're gonna have Nelly come out here. Nelly's hilarious, but you know what's getting out of hand? The e-bikes. You guys notice this? And have you noticed who's buying the e-bikes? Like, come on, the less fortunate are supposed to struggle and walk around everywhere. What? It's like a cheat code. They're not supposed to be able to get places fast. And I mean, at least, if anything, they're supposed to just ride a BMX bike around, right? Alright, thanks guys, I'm Brorby.